So, yesterday I started thinking about how when you get into a relationship with the Lord, how He really, really changes you and really just shows you things from a different perspective to the point where you're not even the same person you was before you got saved. And that's a really nice feeling because it really shows you how different you were before Jesus, and it shows just how real Jesus is. The fact that he can change somebody that used to love horror movies to all of a sudden now they hate anything that causes fear or causes gloom or causes doom and things like that. And not only that, but I started thinking about how we have strongholds in our life because we grow to attach to them or they become idolatry. And I started thinking about how sometimes God will tell us to do things that we don't particularly like or would never do unless he told us to do it. And I thought maybe the reason, I think the reason why God sometimes tells us to do that is to get our minds off of ourselves as much as possible, because the more we focus on ourselves, the more miserable we're going to be. And it seems like it should be opposite, but it's not like that. The more we focus on ourselves, the more miserable we're going to be, because at the end of the day, we're flawed human beings just like everybody else. And when you start focusing on Jesus and not yourself, that's when you have more peace, because the world no longer revolves around you and what you want to do and what makes you happy and what entertains you. Instead, it's all centered around Jesus and what makes him happy. And eventually, the things that make him happy will make you happy too. Once he starts changing your heart and you start seeing things from a different perspective, it'll really start changing you. So, yeah. I remember one day I kept feeling led to look at these pictures of Elijah, and I didn't know what the Lord was trying to show me through this, but this picture right here of him in this hat, right here, it says focus on me. And then one day I had looked at that and I noticed that, and I was like, okay, I think God's trying to get my attention to remind me to just focus on him. When we feel discouraged, we just got to focus on him. So God bless.